First memory of food that I have is mostly with my dad. He would cook Indonesian style food. There was a dish called bami, which was noodles with a shrimp paste and all kinds of vegetables. And even as a young kid, I had no fear of eating stuff like that whatsoever. The smell and the flavor was amazing. And because he was cooking it, it was like, wow, I'm gonna do this, you know? And my mom would cook, you know, fresh baked breads and things like that. So you'd always come home and you'd have this smell of bread and you're just like, wow, this is so good. And that's sort of where it carried on. I remember that smell so well. I'm Paul Boehmer. I'm the executive chef and proprietor of this establishment. I grew up here for the first 9-10 years of my life and then spent about 5 years in New York City and then moved to Europe, to Spain for another 5 years. And then I moved back to Toronto and then got into cooking. And that's where it all started for me. I've been in Toronto ever since, so I haven't left. Cooking just sort of came naturally, and when I came back, found a restaurant job and fell in love with it. And then I met Michael Statlander and Jamie Kennedy, and it just sort of drew me right in, and apprenticed with Michael for a couple of years and just took off from there. When I got in there, I hadn't realized I had no clue about what I was doing, like absolutely nothing. I thought, I can figure this out, no problem. I love to cook. And it more or less became like, no, I don't know how to cook. And after 3 months, they were kind of like, I think we should get rid of this guy because he doesn't know what's going on. And then it was like, for me, all of a sudden, it was just like, it just clicked. You try to do the best you can for whatever you receive. The philosophy of Boehmer is eating beautiful food where the animals are also well looked after. They're not forced into pens and treated like crap. My goal when I built the place was to create a timeless restaurant. It's basically showing love. You got to show love to your food, and you got to show love to your restaurant and your customers. If you don't show any love, you're not going to have anything. That's the best way I can describe it. Instagram and Facebook is just sort of a flash. You were laying out this platform to explain what we do in a beautiful way. It's something that's new and exciting that can really change how people view restaurants and give them an opportunity to actually, if they're not from here,